Hi, and welcome back. I'm here to do this personal reading to find out why does it sound like nails on a chalkboard when you hear the bowls of all things. Okay, so let's see what's going on with the trigger in this. So something I suggested that it's likely, it's triggering something. There's a reason you're triggered. When you're triggered, it's like what to go into it. It's like go into it. So why is it that you are triggered by the singing bowls? Love and peace and happiness. Somewhere. So the trigger itself identifies a lack of alignment. Okay, so let's see what is the root of this trigger? What is the root of this trigger? The root of this trigger is the Six of Cups, the past. The past. Okay. So it's linked to the past, okay? How does your dark feel about the bowls? How does your shadow feel about the bowls? How's your shadow feel about the bowls? Your shadow feels the Nine of Cups. I love it. Ha! How does your light feel about the bowls? How does your light feel about the bowls? The Lovers. I'd rather. Oh, a choice. Okay, it's interesting about a choice. This is triggering something about the past with Lovers. That's why it's hitting. Okay, let me see. What is the way you can transmute this feeling you're having when you hear the bowls? How can you transmute it? How can you transmute it? They said you gotta listen to it first. Okay. The Ace of Swords. Where's the lie? Ooh, because it's in reverse. They said I could upright it. They said you're gonna have to be bold to go through and do this. All right. What's the outside influence from the past that is related to this triggering that's coming from the bowls? Who or what is it? Show me. And I'm hearing three cards: Page of Swords, and then to take them off the top, and the World, and the Two of Swords. Wow. With the Seven of Swords below. There is definitely wow. So that confirms how this Ace of Swords came out in the reverse. There's some sort of deception that happened. Some sort of deception happened. Definitely want to investigate this some more. There was some sort of deception in the past. Somebody lied in the past. And it's like every time you hear the bowls, it's re-sparking that energy, and your light knows it has to do with the past lover. I feel like with these air swords up here, air signs, swords energies down one, two, three, four. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 cards on the table. One is at the bottom of the deck. Out of those 8 cards, we have 4 swords. That's that air sign energy. You already know what this is about. You already know what this is about. There's something from your past that's trying to hold on in your energy. Okay, and it has to do with asking for it and getting what you want, asking for the conclusion. Okay, this is it. You're not gonna like it. It is related to past situation where you had what you wanted. Your shadow was like, you know what? It's time for me to defend myself. It's time for me to take care of myself. You know what? I want this to be over. I want it to be done. I'm finished. And then you know what? The cycle closed and it finished and it ended and it went away and the situation changed and the people involved were gone. And then there was a separation. And what comes after the Two of Swords is the Three of Swords. You have both the ace and the two here. The hurt that hurt, the hurt that the truth that hurts like a bee and sets you free is the next phase. And you have Three of Swords right here. If I add these up, right? There's Three of Swords there. So you got the truth. You don't want to see the truth. There's something about not wanting to see the truth about how you asked for a situation with the lover to end. You did it because it was the light in this. So the way this Nine of Cups over here is showing up is looking like the light dot in the center of the shadow side of the yin yang. They're like, finish the sentence. A light dot in the shadow side of the yin yang. Meaning, yeah, you had to use your shadow energy in a light way. It's like after having put up with so, let me see what's the past energy that was leading up to this situation. Temperance, connection, waiting, patience. Waiting for what? Waiting on the world to change. Okay, waiting on somebody who's stuck in their head, waiting on that air sign energy again. Look at another fucking air sign card, Six of Swords. Yeah, waiting for somebody to get the picture, get the idea, waiting on, baby, this is about law. That's why you don't like the fucking bowls, because you waited for so long to see was he gonna change, and and then when there's shame and guilt attached to deciding I'm done, I can't take this no more. How does it end? Get me out of this, right? And then not realizing that part of getting you out of this was going to equal he's not on this physical dimension no more. So there's some feelings of shame and guilt in that. What's going to help you is recognize the lie and recognize the truth. Recognize the lie and recognize the truth. This is all about Lawrence. And it has to do with you got what you wanted. You got your wish fulfillment. But it was from I have to fucking protect myself. This shit is crazy already. I can't do this no more. I want it to be done. I don't care what you got to do, universe, God, get it done. Figure it out, because I'm done with this shit. I'm over it. And it's like when you said that, it went out into the universe. You did not know that it was going to equal by Lawrence for good. Like for good. You might have thought, well, maybe, we could have coffee once a year or once a month or whatever the fuck. But not at the moment you asked for it, you didn't. And that's not what your soul had in plan for you. And as a matter of fact, they're saying you were absolutely right when you said, I'm fucking done with this. There's no justice in this, blah, blah, blah. Whatever you said, as your spirit agreed with you so hard that it happened. It happened at the purest core of how, like literally, they were taken to another dimension. They're alive somewhere else, but not on your dimension no more. They have zero access. He has zero access to you. It's done. You wrapped up and closed the cycle. So there's this, and this is why you get a lot with him still, because there's still a need to accept the truth that hurts and let it free you. And when we love somebody and we see, and part of it, they said part of the reason why it was because you could see what he was going through. Part of the reason why was you could see that he wasn't going to get no better for him neither. I'm hearing what you asked for was actually best for both sides of the table. Yeah. Your shadow loves the bowls because it's in your fears. It's in your shame. It's in your guilt that wants to be released. Yeah. Your light is like, well, it is what it is. It's her choice. Yeah. That's how your light and your shadow feels about this. It is your choice. And that your light, what your consciousness knows is this has to do with Lawrence. It's like, if I can hold on to that last bit of pain, if I can hold on to that last bit of comfort zone, because the body's gone, I can't call on the phone, I can't hang out, there's no coffee once a month or once a year. There's none of that. So if I could just hold on to this pain and guilt, this shame for what I have done, it's not your fault. Like literally, it's not your fault. And even in this, what is your fault is you said you were done, and you asked God / AKA universe / all creation to get it done in the best way possible. And you know what? This is the way it came out. You didn't say kill his ass. You did not say kill his ass. You said, I'm done. Fix it. Who decided how to fix it? It wasn't you. You didn't poison his ass. You didn't drug him. You didn't stab him to death. You didn't shoot him. The universe, aka love source, God, creator of all that it is, was, would be, or could be, decided that this was the most effective way to deliver you what you wanted. You're in resistance to the way the universe knows better than you. And when you leave it open to the universe, you're going to get the best way. And what did it do? It propelled you into this place where you got truths to accept. You got healing to do, baby, behind this. And that's why the sound that delights everybody else pisses you off, because there's this part of you that just wants to hold on to the last tiny shred of thread that you have linking you to him. That's what I see here. Yeah, it's about the past. Gemini energy and the Lovers card. Give me some more on this. What spirit know? What you know about the Four of Swords? Wow, there's a Three of Pentacles. Yep, and the Queen of Pentacles. Look, you the whole wife over here, and you've been looking at how can I make it work? Okay, Three of Pentacles. Spirit said no. We need her to lay this situation to rest for sure, because this third party energy is not working well, and she needs to work on self development. Because, oh, I just heard it real loud and clear. All that third party shit that you were focused on all the time with him, always worried about who the fuck he's fucking with and who he's having kids with and who he's running around with and spending his money and all that shit. All that did was take you out of focusing on what you should have been focused on the whole time, your spiritual growth and evolution. So when you ask the universe, when you ask God to fix it, oh, they fixed it all right. Got the shit right up out the way so you could do what you came here to do. This is what I have for you. I love you. And I know the truth hurts like a bee, but it sets you free. Until next time, sending you so much love and peace and happiness. Kamsahamnida. Gracias. Later, baby. If you want to read it like this, go to the website or reach out. Information is below the box. I got time for you too. Starts at only $45 US.